Grand Rising, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lighthouse, where we light the way. My name is Light, and I'd like to thank my A-team and the Divine for allowing me to be a crystal clear channel. If you find this message, it was meant for you. I'm going to ring the bell. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has been well. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, October 17th, 2025. The time is 9:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's been getting a little chilly out there for me. I mean, a lot of people like this weather. Different people like different weather. I prefer the summertime. I prefer the springtime, and then fall, and then winter is last. All right, so these are quick messages from your divine counterpart. Doing this might be significant, like the show me like hand warmers, or those little packets for the hand might be significant. They show me like gloves at a stadium, hockey stadium. What they show me. Used to live near an ice skating rink. Rollerblades, roller skating. We used to go to a roller skating rink. But I never caught the rollerblades or the ice skates. I was barely on roller skates. Oh, they said rolling, 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 rolling. Roland as the name is significant. They said Rolades. All right, quick messages from your divine counterpart. So, somebody may be a shaman. One of you may be a shaman. One of you is not a shaman. Take that as it resonates. Somebody else has a different title. They show me the drum. They said give the drummer some. They said drumming as a name. Different strokes for different folks. In the last reading, they're showing me sweat lodge. A lodge might be significant. A sauna might be significant. A steam room. They're showing me spa day. What you call it? Acupuncture specifically. They're showing me. Somebody could be on pins and needles, and because they're in the hot seat. 1954 is significant. Let me guess who this could be. May 4th is significant. April 5th is significant. Being 54 or 45, they said 9, okay? 1954 and 1945 is significant. Look at this. These are the Native American cards. All right, so something happened, maybe on the land. They said Indian county, but they said Indian country. They said that Indian is also, oh my goodness, a motorcycle, a bike. They said a motorcade could be significant. Johnny Cade. Family upside down with a ring, upside down. Somebody stole a ring. Yeah, somebody stole a ring and they tried to pawn it at the corner. I heard corner store, but the pawn shop is on the corner store, not too far from the house. I posted that some weeks ago. It may not be worth something, but it is it may not be worth a lot of money, but they show me, look at here, this now, secrets. It may not be worth a lot of money. They said Rolades and Maylock. Somebody's stomach hurt. This is significant. An igloo or whatever this is called. This is a raven or a crow. Matter of fact, the crow came out before. Crow movie could be significant. Now they're showing me August. This always means entanglement. And look at the clouds and the moon. Shit is cloudy, but it's about to, like I said, cloudy with a chance of meatballs, but things are becoming clear. August is 8. Okay, 8 is false person in my Kipper deck. 8 is divine masculine in my priestess of the light deck. 8 is the courage and strength card in the tarot deck. And then it's the inner circle in this deck. Stop sign. An octagon is significant. Stop sign. Okay, mystical shaman. It's mutual. Mutual feelings. They said mutual accounts could be significant. Mutual, liberty, mutual. Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty and justice, the twins. I knew I can count on you. Now they're showing me, like I said, mutual accounts. This is significant. Banking, finances, investment is out here. I knew I can count on you. Yes. They said for some people you could only trust them as far as you could only trust them as far as you could throw them. Look, you can only trust them as far as you could throw them. Falsified medical records, and I don't know, I don't care, I don't give a fuck. And now that's the energy that they had, and now they need help. 60. 20, 40, 60. 20, 40, 60 is they're showing me 2 X's. 2X, XX is a judgment, but it's a judgment card in the Kipper deck. It's a house judgment tarot, house Kipper, and then it's 2XX. They're showing me Dos Equinos. I knew I could count on you. Maybe somebody drinks too much. And then look, somebody drinks too much, product of my environment. They said Heckler and Koch, Smith and Wesson. Ooh. They said that a double barrel shotty is significant. A product of my environment. Somebody, this is they said a gun range is significant. GS for my gun squad. Messages from your divine counterpart. Super like Rose. I'm right on top of that, Rose. There's something really different about you. I can't stand. You stand out from the crowd, and I want to know more. See, the stand. It said Stephen King's The Stand. Taking a stand, being in the stands in the bleachers, shouting your name, super like. But you see, I can't stand you. That's the energy they're trying to project onto you, and now they need help. Like I said, anybody coming against the divine, gambling against the divine, coming against the twins is help. This person is 60 years old. They show me the mature woman in the Kipper deck. 6. Is a bit, they said Marion County. They said Suge Knight, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. They said, but they said ladies use a real big woman chronics. They chronically do this shit. Somebody might work in a hospital too. Look at this shit here. Falsified medical records. This is clarifying. Falsified medical records. They said Shredder, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in the Half Shell, Turtle Power. 1963 is highly significant, and so is the 35th president. 35 is a pathway card in my Kipper deck. It is the 8 of Wands in the it's a clear community. 35 is a pathway in the Kipper deck. It represents the 8 of Wands in the tarot deck. Clear communication, a clear pathway, because we're getting clarity on anything that is bothering us. You are highly thought of. There's a bow. Take a bow, they said. A bow and arrow is significant. They said arrow, DC arrow, DC arrow. But then they're telling me arrow, they're showing me Neptune, the Emperor's new clothes, a new beginning is out here. Okay? 49. There's levels to the shit. Somebody's about to knock. Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing my bell. Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing my bell. Do me a favor. Open the door and let them in. Oh, yeah. This is Paul McCartney and Wings. Yeah, it's time to fly. It's time to fly. Now look at this. Somebody, the babies are coming in too. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. I said enterprise, rent-a-car. Somebody's starting a rent-a-car business on top of, you see the darkness? They're trying to bring they said darkness, everybody. Darkness. Charlie Murphy. DC, Dave Chappelle is a Virgo. Look, crib and rattle. 43, they said AMA, advanced medical. They said, advanced maternal age. Okay? crib. This is the Empress energy. Somebody's actually giving birth, multiples, multiplicity, and somebody's giving birth to enterprise, amassing an empire, legacy, to leave for the children and the children's children's children. The mamas, they said babies, mamas. Yeah, they wanted to outcast you because you were independent. They said Independence Day, okay? The 4th of July, light it up like the 4th of July, okay? They said women and men in uniform are so sexy, okay? They said the coal miner's daughter, yeah. Digging for turning crystal, carbon into crystal, crystal into diamond. Alchemy is significant. Like I said, Nina Sky and the Alchemist. Because you turn this carbon into crystal. They said coal into diamonds. They said Sally Hansen hard as nails. Yeah. Nails, 9-inch nails in the coffin because you have a new beginning. It was your energy they were stealing. And now they need help. And your divine counterpart is here to help you. Your soul tribe is here to help you. 11 is significant. Of course it is. 11:16. Justice now. They said mutant justice now. X-Men is significant. Of course it is. They said release your X already. X represents, like I said, XX. 1/2. Okay? What number is this? 12. We are the tribe of 12. And these motherfuckers. They said FUCHS as a name. And then they said fudge, a Christmas story. Yeah, look at the red. Saint Nick. All right? Saint Nick coming down your chimney. The tribe of 12. 12 chakras. We are, they said the tribe of Judah is significant. Want ready, like I said. You invested in yourself. Actually, they said administration, assistant, investment banker, economist, junior accountants, auditors. We're auditing these records. Okay? We invested in this. This is our job. They show me. They said 17 and 17. Today's the 17th, and it was the 17th minute that this reading started. 17 is times 2 is 34. That is the occupation card in the Kipper deck, and 3 + 4 = 7. March 4th is significant. Of course it is. March 4th is significant. July 1st. You lied first, so we had to March 1st and 4th. We had to March 1st and 4th. Service to self will no longer be tolerated. Okay, I've been telling you that. Unity consciousness now. Unity consciousness now. All right, we got this sewn up. This is, look. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. All right, we've got this sewn up. You see the light outside? Hold on, let me try to see if I can open the blinds. Yeah, it's hard to open blinds for people who don't want to see. You understand what I'm telling you? It's hard to open the blinds when they want to remain blind. Okay, they said fashion is significant. Fashion is significant. They said a tailor. But Taylor is a name. Charles is a name. Chucks works in they can be a tailor, works in a hospital. Chucks, like I said, Charles is a name. Victory, it says V for Vendetta. Of course they have it out for you. Of course they have it out for you. They said it's no secret. Look, laying on their side. This is 4 and 9 of swords. 1949 is significant. 1994 is significant. 4 and 9 of swords. You think it's a secret. You laying on your side and literally look. See this? Most of the time I read in rows. I read up and down. My readings are in columns, but these are in rows. So like I said, row housing is significant. See the hand? My hand, a handshake is significant, or people having a hand in it. The sleight of hand, talking to the hand, getting readings, doing readings, all sorts of things with hand. And look at the 2 hands out here with the book. You got to fulfill the book, redemption song, Judgment Day, T2. Look at this. They're showing me to show you this. At the side of the tea leaf deck, at the side of the box. Oh my God. This is what they're telling me. Look, hangman, T-Mobile significant, hangman energy. You are highly thought of. Muddled, unclear thinking. This could be Forest Park. They're showing me the bounty, the quicker, picker, upper. Yeah, bounty, boon, pirate's booty. This is what you get when you heal your inner child. Fortune. They said fortune favors the brave. Opportunities are waiting for you. Doors, the doors. They said William Blake, Aldous Huxley. What's his name from the Doors? They said Val Kilmer. No, not Val Kilmer. Jim Morrison. Jimmy. No is a complete sentence. Somebody's calling your name. Somebody's knocking at the door. For some of us, let them in. For some, no. Look. No. Secrets and lies. Somebody wanted to hook up with you and you could never get around to it. This is why. Laugh now, cry later. What's going on, lady? Journey. Who's crying now? 29 is Lawrenceville Highway. Lawrenceville Hospital in Bronxville is heavily significant. Lawrence, I know you in it too. No joy in it anymore, huh? Not funny anymore, huh? Your secret's out of the bag, baby. Secret's out of the bag. The cats are out of the bag. Ooh, they say the cats are out of the damn bag. People have to be selling their front, they said. Selling their front. And that's your journey because you didn't want to listen. 29, and look at the face. You're ashamed. It said shameless. Look at the book. These is your Akashic records, physical records, medical records that they was falsified. Conley and Harley. I just heard those two names. Falsified medical records. Guess what? They're gonna fix this. They have technology that fixes whatever the fuck you unfix. They said fixer negatives and photo development. We had Photoshop in 7th grade. You can't fix it this time. They said fix a flat. See, somebody actually has car trouble. You didn't know, you didn't care, you didn't give a fuck, but that's not true. That's false. That's a lie. They said LIE is significant. Did you ever think about me sometimes? Once in a blue moon, and here is the blue moon. It said, Earth angel, please be mine. They need your help. That's the only reason they're entangled with some shit and need your help. They said tangled, brave. Send a bitch a kite. They said KIM. We had to keep it moving. All right. Let's wrap this up. They said Reynolds as a name. Reynolds wrapped, foiled. The plan was foiled. Like I said, heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. Turtle Island, bitches. They said super curera. Dora's. Dora is significant. Oh, shit. Broom. New home, new attitude. A broom stands beside a pile of dead leaves. A pretty cottage surrounded by flowers can be seen in the background. This card represents a sweeping out of the old and going forward with the new. For the Aquarius, it can mean a new home, a new position at work, or a new mental attitude towards the thing around you, right? They told me to open this book. This is, I think it's bibliomancy, when you randomly open a page. 56 and 57 is significant. 54, 56, 57. Being 5'4", 5'6", and 5'7" is significant. Maybe you were that height since you were 15 years old. This is the devil energy. Get that drum, and me hear a song. We hear the song. The ancestors are banging on the drum. Oh, like I said, they said the double barrel shotty, the drum. All this fuck shit that they was doing to you and wanted to your loyalty and still expected to be called family. Okay. They said Jacob's ladder, ascending and descending. Look at this shit. Do you ever think about me sometime? They think it's funny that you even asking that question. Get the fuck out of here is what I just heard. Secrets and hookup, sweat lodge. Yeah, somebody you used to sleep with, but now they're in the hot seat. Now they're showing me journey. Who's crying now? They said, Steve? Oh, you too? Oh, we never did get quite that close. Our children are technically related by their parents, but yeah, y'all motherfuckers got caught up. And now these are together. Look, like attract likes. And the ancestors super like that for y'all. Broken hearted, broken hearted. You understand? You understand. Look at this shit here. Spell word pregnancies that go back to those readings. That's it. No vacation. It's time to work. Occupation is out here. See, it's getting dark. Suffering in the silence. This is who's suffering in silence. Someone who sees your life as abundant and prosperous, wanted to steal from your life. Fake, phony prophets. Fake person. This person's initials. All right, Mr. Page. Okay. On the 12th of never. The 12th is out here too, ain't it? Ooh, mystical shaman, you false prophets. This is why it's upside down. Some people don't know they're a shaman. Some people lied about your history, about your everything. You lied. 38 is a toil and labor. Now, like I said, vacation is over. It's time to work. March 8th is significant. Pisces. Upside down. It's mutual. I knew I could count on you. Fake, phony prophet. The divine said they knew they could count on you to be who you are. Fake and phony. And now you need help, which is right next to help. Suffering in silence. Right next to family upside down and journey. This is the journey that they wanted to take you on and wanted to be you. Now they have to take your footsteps. Kindergarten consciousness is what they said. They said, yeah, you're going to be, some people are going to be handicapped, going into rehab. The 8 of Swords is out here, boy. You're about to be, you see what the fucking rattle and crib mean. Baby consciousness. And it's not funny anymore, is it now? And look, the family you thought you had and super liked, your soul tribe is coming in. What is this? What matters is what you think of yourself. And it's upside down. They never thought of themselves. They never loved or liked themselves. And so they can't love or like you. Product of my environment. I knew I could count on you. They thought they could count on you to be like them. Now they don't like that. It's nothing like that. And they can't get back in either to finish you off. 3 broken hearts is significant. Yeah, they said 3 blind mice. 3 babies' mamas. Like I said. They all gonna laugh at you. No is a complete sentence. This is New Orleans. You was going out of town. Somebody going out of town, their car broke down. Anybody else? Problems to be resolved. I used to hate when that shit used to happen to me in my shirt. It said a pocket protector is significant. August. Something happening in this past August or this coming August is significant. All right, you guys. Why the fuck did you do that? Somebody who is in moon energy wants to know the choice is upside down. The circle is upside down, which is the 8. Didn't I say this? Didn't I say this? I thought it said inner circle. But inner circle is a group. Thunder and rain. Infidelity. No spark. We have to admit that there's chemistry between, we have to admit the chemistry just isn't there between us. Look, 4 broken hearts. So it said 2 for divine masculine, 2 for divine feminine. Oh my God, they said, fuck you, pay me. All right? You're going to give everything back. And it's going to be a new beginning for us. All right? They're about to knock on your door, ring your bell. You guys be well. See you next video.